Hey guys, it's Firestar here. Welcome back to another episode of Nino Kuni. Now, we're gonna resume where we left off. Last episode, we found we found the wizard's companion, and we have thus made ourselves. We have accepted the wizard's pledge, and we're off to this wonderful journey of being a wizard to save our dead mother. In order to do that, though, we gotta find a wand, so we gotta follow Drippy. What are you looking at? Don't tell me you were thinking of using this lamppost as a flippin' wand. Well, you can cut that out for a start. It's way too flippin' big. We need a stick or something like that, ain't it? Why don't we go have a look over by there? Oh, god damn it. I don't know what's worse, Drippy or the fact that I can sound remotely like him. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm trying to talk to you, Drippy. This is one proper tidy motor, eh? Might get me some one of these. Sorry, now's really not the time, is it? There ain't anything one like over by here either. Let's go look over the other side, shall we? Oh, when you find some, don't forget to pop it in your bag for safekeeping. And this pretty much explains our bottomless bag. I guess it's called bottomless because you can have an infinite amount of stuff in it. At least that's my assumption anyway. So yeah, now we have the bottomless bag. That's where we're gonna keep all our inventory items. Also, you may have noticed I obtained a draggle ticket. I'm playing the PSN like. Okay. Brief story time. Alright, I'm using the PSN version of Ni no Kuni because every retail copy of the game that I bought, the game would always freeze by the time I got to the point in the story where we had to go to Castaway Cove. It did not do that with me through the PSN version, so I'm using that version. While I bought the game on PSN, there was also a free DLC for a familiar ticket, and that familiar ticket is the Draggle ticket, the ticket you just see right here. Okay, so we'll be able to cash that in for a familiar later on in the game. We don't have access to the location to cash in familiar tickets yet, and we'll find more familiar tickets throughout the game. So let's see, there's a bunch of other familiars you guys will get a chance to see. And for anyone who doesn't know what a familiar is, just hold on just for a little bit. This game's gonna explain it for us. There's nothing around here. It looks like a wand. You're not wrong, Bunting. Alright, better split up. Then broaden the searchlight. I'll go and take another quick look around your house. You stay right here and help outside the search, okay? Oh my god, trying to sound like Drippy is hurting my throat so much. It's like me trying to be Donald. Kingdom Hearts. Oh, Jesus Christ. But at least being Donald was at least fun. Brown and sticky brown. There's a tree right there, Oliver. Oh my. Oh lord. Oh, it's you. Oh, it's you. You know this girl, Oliver? Please tell me. How do you know this girl? You've been locked in your room since your mom died.
I met before, huh? Mm-hmm. We met before.
Probably should be eating these Skittles right now. Let me stop.
I'm really sorry, Oliver. Huh? Your mummy. I'm sorry. I couldn't save her. Huh? I don't. How would you be sorry for that? I wanted to save her. I really did. Huh? Hey, wait. Where are you going? Hey, where did you go?
Ollie boy, why are you talking to thin air?
Mr. Drippy, she
Because it's better than talking to you, Drippy.
Who did?
That strange girl. That's the second time she tried to talk to me.
What's that? A girl? Where? You're right about strange. I can't see her any flipping where.
Well, how could you? She disappeared into thin air.
Well, anyway, there's something I want to ask you.
There is? Sure. Go ahead.
Do you mind it? You know, having a sidekick like?
Huh? A sidekick? Who do you mean?
Crikey, that's cold. Who do you mean, he says? Why not stab me in the heart while you're at it?
I wish I could.
Me! I wanted to know if it was alright me joining you on your adventures. Or if you were maybe wanting to trade me in.
See, what I find funny is that like he goes on saying, "Oh, I'm Drippy, Lord of the Fairies and the like," and like I need someone to stick around with me. Don't leave me.
Huh? It was on the ground, right where that girl was standing.
Chuck it here then. Top. Well, I'll be a monkey's uncle. It's a wand.
You mean it? A real wand?
Come over by here and take a look, man. It might seem like any old stick, but it's got all magic writing on it, see?
It does, huh? Wow. Is that how people write in your world?
The runes are all faded, so it might have lost a bit of power. But, for our current purposes, it's a beauty.
Neato. What a stroke of luck.
Luckier than you know, Ollie boy. Phew, I never thought we'd actually find one.
Do you think maybe that girl brought it here for me?
You obtained an old stick. They don't even call it a wand, it's just an old stick,
Right, now
boys.
we need a place to cast our spell. To cast Gateway, you need somewhere proper massive. You need space to give it oomph, see?
Do we really need that much oomph?
Yeah, what kind of question is that? Magic is special, innit? It's sacred, right?
That's what the internet is all. That's what the internet has always told me.
You have to cast spells in the best environment possible. You really are new to this, aren't you? This is beginner stuff we're talking about here.
Oh,
Now, take me somewhere with plenty of space. There's got to be somewhere around by here.
the town square, I guess.
Alright, so we got here our old stick, a twig found near Oliver's house, faint symbols adorn its surface. Now, okay, see those symbols right there, right? That is an ancient language. Hold on, let's see. We have that page in the Wizard's Companion. Let me see. It's Nazcan. It's this Nazcan alphabet, guys. And let me zoom in here. Only pointing this out because there will be some riddles in the game that involve us using this alphabet to decipher things, which is the only reason why I'm bringing this page up. And this is pretty much a guide to how we read the message. I'm not gonna decode what's on the wand, quite frankly, because I don't feel like doing it right now. I'll do it later, or if I don't do it later, it would be like at the bottom of the screen somewhere. But just some things to keep in mind when it comes to deciphering this. Find the beginning of the passage, start reading it from right to left, using the guide on the opposite page to decipher the symbols. That's the big one there. So pretend you're reading a manga. Alright? Read it from right to left. Like, for instance, like, just because I looked this up in my own time, this message right here, using these letters, it's written backwards, and when you read it from right to left, it says good luck, which makes sense. Alright. Point 2. Remember the Nazcan script features no spaces, no distinction between lower and uppercase letters, and no punctuating marks. You'll need to engage your brain in order to work out where words and sentences begin and end. And point 3. Be aware that some modern letters did not exist in the Nazcan alphabet, with J, U, and W be represented by the little I symbol, the little V symbol, and the little double thingy, which is also V, respectively. Remember also that two modern letters are sometimes represented by one ancient symbol. They mean the T, K, and E. Like, those letter pairings. And I find that interesting because I think that's the case with other written scripts. I guess what comes to my mind is Chinese and Japanese. Please correct me if I'm wrong. I'm just going off of an assumption here, but I think some of the Japanese symbols are like some letters are combined in like one symbol. Please please correct me if I'm wrong. I don't want to be wrong about something like that. Anyway, let's close the book. Anyway, let's head on to the town square. That way we can cast the gateway spell. And with the gateway spell, we can travel to Drippy's world, which is right up here.
Do you really think we should be
I
doing
really
this
want to
here?
eat these
No
Skittles
worries,
right
man.
now. I don't want to be
See
rude.
magic, see? Go on, Ollie boy. Cast gateway.
Alright, before we cast Gateway, I just want to point out the Gateway symbol, right? I kind of wish there was a Wii U version of this game, because the way spells, the way, like, at least visually they show you in the game, the way the spell is cast is Oliver draws that symbol with his wand and draws it there. You'll see it when he does cast Gateway in a minute. You just draw the symbol and you use that wand to kind of cast the spell. And each spell you unlock throughout the game has its own symbol. So I think it'd be cool if there was like a Wii version of the game where you would have to draw the symbol in order to use the spell with like the Wii mode or something. It'd be pretty engaging, kind of like how the Wii version of Okami did it. You know, I don't know. I think like that would be something cool. It would definitely be very. Oh, what's the word? It'd be very, I can't find the word, but I guess like people will probably get like annoyed because you use spells constantly in this game, a whole bunch of spells for a whole bunch of different reasons. Anyway, yeah, let's cast Gateway.
That's it, man. You got it. Whoa. Whoa.
Beautiful, ain't it?
Tidy.
Oh no, I had to say tidy. Oh, my bad.
What is it? Stop that now. Heel boy, heel.
Told you, they didn't notice a thing. Yeah. Let's get a shunt in, crybaby bunting.
For the last time, it's Oliver.
Hey, it's not bad work for a crybaby, this.
Oh.
And we're off to another world.
Hey, wait for me.
Oh yeah, we're off into another world, ladies and gentlemen. A world of mystics, magics, and something straight out of a Miyazaki film.
Right, let's get going, shall we?
Huh? Hey, wait for me. So this is your world.
Ah, home at last. But there's a tidy way to go yet.
Hey, Mr. Drippy, that was pretty neat just now, huh?
Oh, that herd of elk. Enjoy your first encounter with the majestic wildlife of our mysterious world, did you?
Uh-huh.
Lots of mysterious wildlife. And that's mysterious is quite an understatement.
Ah! What do we do?
He's not like the big softies just now. He's itching for a fight. Proper savage.
Let's run away.
No, use that stick you got by there. Give him a whacking and send him packing.
Yeah, I'm a whacking with that little tree branch. Okay. Alright, let's go.
Lively, he's making his move.
Wait. Alright, this is basically our battle tutorial here. That way we can understand the battle system for Ni no Kuni. Basics of battle. Okay, so I'll explain it as, because I explain things better than Drippy. Obviously, the reboost your health. MP will be your magic for magic spells you will get as you progress through the game. Yeah, let's speed this up. Alright. Alright, right side of the corner is the enemy you're fighting in this, the enemy or enemies you're fighting in this encounter. Bar below it represents their health. Okay. There's a little symbol right next to your icon. I'll explain that later on once we get the I'll actually explain that in the next episode because that's when that symbol will really come into play. Alright, and lastly down there, the speech bubbles above Oliver. As of now, there are 4 commands. You'll unlock more commands as we go through the game as well. But the basic ones we're going to need to know are attack and defend. Attack causes Oliver to attack with melee. Defend, for a set period of time, Oliver will defend and take reduced damage from attacks. Provisions is pretty much another word for items, essentially. And runaways, flee from battle. Like I know next episode we'll get more of these commands. Like we'll get the spells command, and once we get more party members, we'll have access to tactics. But I'll explain those, once we get them, essentially. So all we can really do is attack with our wand. So that's what we're gonna do. So let's go. Combat's pretty basic. Alright, so, and every time you hear the nice, or whenever you see it show up on your screen, that means that you attacked an enemy at a weak point, or you attacked them as they're getting ready to attack you, kind of like a counter-attack kind of thing, or like a parry kind of thing. In doing that, I believe it's like, you deal like extra damage. You deal extra damage when you do that, number 1. And number 2, you have a high chance of dropping those glims. Well, that's what the game refers to them as, the glims on the battlefield, which are pretty much orbs that restore health and restore magic. Obviously, the green ones restore health, and the blue ones restore magic, obviously. Yeah, Drippy, I just said that. Okay, Drippy. Again, let's say I explained it much faster than you did. Alright, let me just pause the game right quick. When you use the attack command, that timer on the left side, Oliver will keep attacking until that timer runs out. The little red timer above the attack command it's pretty much a cooldown for the attack command. And once that runs out, then you can use it again. Until then, you can't use attack afterward. But I'm pretty sure it runs parallel to the actual attack timer you have to attack. So, when you use defend, it's the same principle, but you still have a little bit before you can use defend again. And we will. I'm not using defend now because that's an easy fight to win. But defend becomes really important to do in like boss battles. And you'll see why once we get in our first boss battle later. Not like later this episode. That'll probably happen like next episode, probably.
Our world is absolutely riddled with beasties, but keep that up and you'll have nothing to worry about. Right, let's get a move on, shall we?
Sure, Mr. Drippy, but where are we going?
Well, first off, we need to get you a wand.
But I already have a wand.
You're having a laugh, aren't you? That thing's about as magical as a flipping cabbage. You might just squeeze a gateway spell out of it, but you can forget about anything more than that. Honestly, I wish you'd think before you open your mouth.
Oh, sorry.
Now, I told you Ding Dong Dell was just over by yonder, didn't I? Well, if we're very lucky, we might find a wand with a bit more oomph down by there.
So, are wands really so hard to find here?
Well, time was you couldn't move for the flipping things. But since Shadar showed up, magic's taken a real nosedive. He banned people from using it, see? Cursed anyone who tried to. He scared them all so much they gave it up.
So, he's pretty scary, huh?
Well, he turned me into a flipping doll, didn't he? Just saying his name's enough to make most folks brick it. Still, I'd rather be a doll than have him go poking round in my heart. No one wants to be broken-hearted.
Broken-hearted? Like, sad?
Worse than that, much worse. It's when he steals a piece of a person's heart. Poor beggars don't know whether they're alive or dead. That's no way to live, man.
So that's why they're all so scared of him, huh? We can't let him go on doing this.
Well, it's not a matter of letting him, is it? It's not like people flipping enjoy it. That's why I brought you here, innit? You might just be able to stop him, see?
You really think I can?
Of course you can! You are the pure-hearted one! And the legends say that the pure-hearted one will drive away the darkness. We'll teach you a few tasty spells and you'll be ready to face him in no time. Sound good to you?
Okay, I'll do it. I'll learn magic.
Of course you will. And that's why we need to find you a better wand.
All right. Let's head for Ding Dong Dell.
Tidy.
Okay, so yeah, Shadar is pretty much the big bad guy for most of this game, and we'll come to understand his intentions and motives, you know, as we progress through the game. Now, the whole thing about brokenheartedness, that will come into play actually in like a few minutes. All right. Loaves of white bread. Alright. Blah blah blah. Okay. Ding Dong Dell. Okay. First thing on the world map, you'll see these glimmering points. These are foraging. Oh my god, bird. That bird like literally just flew just to fight me.
We can do this.
We got the minor bird enemy, which is attack it. That's all we really can do, and we need the experience. Oh Jesus Christ, you hurt. Why do you do so much damage? Die. Okay, there we go. That should get me level 2. Or not, okay. Whatever. Yeah, these glowing points are foraging points, and you can just go to them and get items, essentially. They'll be all over the world map in different sections of the world itself. Now, as far as Drippy was saying, there will always be enemies around on the world map for you to kind of engage in combat with. Hold on. Change your viewpoints. Pretty much using options, viewpoint, that kind of thing. That's what Drippy was saying. But anyways, Drippy was mentioning before, if are familiar with an exclamation, if you're within range of an enemy, and they see you, an exclamation point will pop up on their heads, and they will charge at you, like the little minor bird did in that last battle. If you're approached an enemy from behind, that is pretty much what, if you know an RPG, that's pretty much what is referred to as a preemptive strike. You'll be able to make an attack onto the enemy without them retaliating against you for one round. Like, you know, the whole attack timer thing. But keep in mind that enemies can do that to you. If an enemy approaches you while your back is turned, they will have a preemptive strike against you. Or I guess in essence, it's considered an ambush, but you get the general idea here. Anyway, this is the first stop in our journey, Ding Dong Dell. And the gate's closed. Beautiful.
Looks to me like a classic case of broken-heartedness.
Broken-heartedness? You mean that thing you were talking about before?
That's right. The broken-hearted are people who've had part of their hearts stolen. Poor souls just aren't themselves. Go all weird and useless.
So his heart was broken by...
Keep up, will you? Shadar, innit? If anyone tries to stand up to him or does anything he doesn't like, he breaks their hearts into pieces so they can't put up a fight.
Jeepers. But if he stays that way, we can't get into Ding Dong Dell.
Better cure it, ain't it, Ollie boy? Time to mend your first broken heart. Mend it? But how do I do that? Well, you can't do it just yet. A couple things we'll be needing first. But I know an old man who's got just what we need. Proper useful I am, eh? An old man? What old man? What do you mean, what old man? The old man, innit? Lives in the woods to the north of here. Proper deep and deeply dark, is it? What do they call it? The deep dark wood. Makes sense. Yeah. So, in order for us to cure this man's brokenheartedness, we gotta go all the way to the deep dark wood, and we're gonna do. Oh well, we're gonna do that in the next episode because times actually went by fast. I didn't think we cover a little bit of things we did in this much amount of time. So that's gonna do it for this episode. On the next episode, we'll go to the deep dark wood and talk and get what we need to cure the guard's brokenheartedness. I'll see you guys then.